Hello, Driving Intelligence community. No, Kilroy wasn't here, but I am going to install this King Ranch seat in this video. This is the back seat, upper portion. I'm going to put the entire back seat in for Abe so he's much more comfortable with some extra goodies. Stay tuned. I nabbed these King Ranch seats at the junkyard while looking for a steering wheel. When I go to the junkyard, I look inside various vehicles to see what's available. Got these SuperCab seats for less than $300, and they'll be a direct bolt-on that'll look great in my XLT. But I'll cover them with seat covers to protect the leather, especially since this is my work truck and the truck Abe and I use for travel and everyday use. But stay tuned to the end. I got a little gift for Abe that will make his ride much more safe and comfortable. Before I do this King Ranch seat install, I disassembled the seat and pulled off this cage that's on the rear for a couple reasons. Number one, I'm going to put some sound deadening on here. I'll show in another video how this reduces sound noise in the cab. I'll link that below. But I wanted to also paint this cage. It was covered with rust. You can see the rust that's transferred here and actually sticks. And I think that can cause some degradation to that foam. So I'm going to use some Rust-Oleum gloss black on this that I've got left over, put a coat on that, and then reassemble the seat. Cage has been de-rusted and painted. I'm going to put a layer of closed cell foam underneath it before I attach it back to the seat, the foam. This way that'll help suppress some of the noise coming from the back of the vehicle. These trucks, maybe all pickups, have a lot of noise coming in from that bed area through that wall into the cab. I've noticed that when I've had a seat out before. So I've actually already put another layer of foam against that back wall to help keep the noise down from the back end of the vehicle. With some tugging and pulling to make sure that leather fabric is tight against the seat, I've got it on, got all the straps in place, and you can see how the foam is going to add a nice layer of sound deadening protection between the frame and the seat. To get the bottom seat cushions out, you're going to have to take out this bracket, and to do that, you'll have to remove this Torx head bolt, and also there's another bolt holding the bracket on, and the inside here, you just remove those, and you can pull the whole thing forward, and that side of the cushion slides into that center bracket. Had to get a view of that King Ranch leather before I cover it up. That is some gorgeous material, and it is seriously durable. This is what I pulled out of that junked vehicle some time ago. I've already cleaned it and treated it, so I'll link the products that I use below that really helped quite a bit, but you can still see there's some water damage on this. But I'm going to cover it up with 2 layers of protection anyway. The first is Cover King. It's seat protectors that go all the way around the seats, so it won't get any moisture on it. And then the second layer is for Abe. It's a hammock. It goes from back to the headrest on the front of the vehicle, and that'll keep him safe and comfortable as well. Before moving on, I just want to take a step back and show you how to get this rear panel off. For those of you that haven't done this before, this is one of the most difficult things to do. It's got 2 large hoops at the bottom of this cage that creates the framework of the seat that go in the slots in the back of the cab. There are also 3 hooks on the back of the cab with small loops on this cage to slide over that. Now at the bottom, you have to push those 2 hoops in while you're pulling this thing up. And I'll demonstrate that once I get the seat back out. This is what the steel hoops look like on the back of the seat. As I said, there are 2 of them. And just so you see, this is the small one on the top. This is not the problem. But when you try to take this out of the vehicle, it looks like Ford provided these slots here. I've got this chisel, this flat chisel. It looks like you can push it in to push that rod forward and release it, because you can see the slot that it sits in here. It makes it extremely difficult to get it out. There's a lot of tension on that spring. I was pushing on it with my thumb, but I think if you push a chisel through here or something of this size, a big flat-headed screwdriver, it'll push that rod back, release it from here, and then you can lift the seat up. But only lift it up a little on each side initially, or at least at the first side, because it'll bind it at an angle if you lift it up too high. What I have here in this box is the new hammock for Abe in his back seat. It should provide him a lot of additional safety, comfort, but also protection for the seat. All right, here's the product. Looks really nice heavy material, and it looks like it's gonna last quite a long time, a lot longer than the other one I had. The thing about these hammocks is that they attach to the headrest, both front and rear. Unfortunately, my truck doesn't have a rear headrest, so I'll show you how this is gonna get installed. I've installed the hammock on the upper seat portion first, because normally the car seats have headrests in the back that you wrap these straps around. Unfortunately, with the 10th Gen F-150 SuperCab or extended cab, it doesn't have the headrest, so I use the cage to hold this in place. Works out perfectly. Now I can install it in the truck. Another one of the goodies I want to show you in this video is this Duha under seat storage area. I bought this some time ago, but I thought since I had to put it back in, I'd show it to you. I'll link it below. But this really cleans up the mess underneath the back seat. And here it is, full of all kinds of goodies, tools, the jack's back in there, other things that I need. Lots of room, well organized. And it's finished. And the real test is whether or not Abe likes it. Let's go. What do you think? Come here. There's a little bit of a smile. He must like it. A couple of features I really like about this thing. These flaps actually protect the side of my truck, because when Abe would jump in, he'd bring all kinds of mud and dirt in. But I think they're actually designed to zip up and hang from up here off your clothes hook for additional protection. It's got some nice pockets here. I've got his leash in there. And there's also a little screen where he can see me and not feel like he's closed in. Yeah, he's still smiling. Now we're going hiking. Thanks for watching. Thumbs up, comment, see you next time.